What is up there, guys and girls? Welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite penguin, the Penguinator, and today I am showing you step by step how to beat the Easter egg solo on Voyage of Despair and get to the boss fight. I probably won't go into the boss fight in detail. I'll explain some of it to you later in the video, but let's go ahead and show you exactly the class I use for doing this solo. Okay, so at top, if you have some fire cells, you need to put them on because getting the Kraken out of the box is way faster than completing the quest, and I'll put a link to the video for how to complete the Kraken quest down below in the description. The other one I put on is, of course, a max ammo. You only really need one, and that's for the boss fight itself. Do not use this until the boss fight. That is very, very important. So you need to put on this one as well. I forgot what it's called. Equipment. That's the one you need because it will give you full grenades. So when you have the homunculus monkey bombs, or whatever you want to call them, I just call them homunculus monkey bombs because that's what they are. But when you have those and you run out, popping this elixir will give you two homunculuses back. You need that one, and in case you get trapped somewhere, you need anywhere but here, which will teleport you away from all the zombies. These are the main four that you need to be able to do this Easter egg fairly easily. If you do not have, say, fire sale or max ammo, that's okay. Just be very, very careful with the ammo you have during the boss fight. And also, you can replace it with burned out. That's another good one to have that never goes away. So that's the elixirs. Now, perks. I have Stamina Up as my Danu perk. I have RIP or Dying Wish as my Raw perk. Bandolier as my Bandolier Bandit, as my Zeus perk. And as my modifier perk or Odin perk, I have Death Perception. The reason I have that as my modifier is because it will, once you have all four perks, not only do you get the reload speed boost, but that one allows you to deal extra damage to special zombies such as the Blight Father, the Elemental Zombies, and yes, that includes the Stoker and the Kraken Eye at the end for the boss fight. You get to deal extra damage, so the boss fight doesn't take as long. And for weapons, I have the Hammer of Valhalla, the Wraithfire as my equipment, and starting weapon is the Strife. Now with that one, if you get it upgraded completely to level 13 or maxed out, you can put on a bayonet, and the bayonet is a one-hit kill on zombies until after round 4. So you can save your special weapon, you can save everything, even your ammo, until after round 4 with that weapon. So let's go ahead and hop into the game, and I'll show you exactly what you need to do first. Okay, once you are spawned into the map, first thing you're going to do is run over here to Danu, crouch down and get extra 100 points. Then run over here to this door right here, open it, go through and start looking for the shield part, which can be right there. So after you grab that, then what you're going to do also is go ahead and start meleeing the zombies with the Strife out here in the main area of the spawn area, or the main forecastle or deck. And you want to stay in this area until round 5 or round 6 and you get down to 1 zombie. So I'm going to do is I'm going to fast forward to right after that, and I will explain exactly what to do after I finish. Okay, now that you've reached round 5 or 6 and you have well over 12,500 points, what you're going to do is make your way to the very back of the ship at the poop deck. And on your way, you need to start looking for these things like I said will be in my video for the Kraken quest, so that you can already have it in your inventory when you get back there. So as I said, you should have enough to where not only can you open up the doors all the way to the back where the artifact is, but you should have enough to also open up the doors leading to the Pack-a-Punch symbol stones. So first thing you got to do, of course, is you got to activate the artifact, which is sitting right back there. So you just run back here to the back of the poopy deck, and you run up there to that little platform, and then you activate it by holding square or X on it. Now that it is active, what you're going to do is you're going to turn right around here, and again, you need to do things to save time So just jump down to the bottom of the stairs, and while you're jumping down, quickly turn around and do like a 180. And you're going to head down here, and when you do, you're going to head back here, and you're going to look for shield parts, which again are in my tutorial down below. So next you just go through this door right here. You're going to head down here, and you're going to have to, again, activate the port so you can drain the water. Go over here, you're going to go to your right here, and you're going to drain the water out of this area. So after you drain the water, then you're going to head right back here, and this is where the Pack-a-Punch symbol will be sitting at. You just go up, hold square. It tells you, of course, to hold square. You leave, and you go to the next location. Okay, down at the very bottom of the grand staircase is going to be the other location sitting right here. Run up, hold square, and you're good to go there. And then now you just have to run to the cargo hold. Okay, once you get back to the main area of the forecastle where you spawned in, you're going to head down here, and you're going to open up the door to the cargo hold, which is where the third location for that is at. However, again, you have to drain the water. So the way I usually do it is I come back here and I hit that first, right here, and then I drain the water. So after you do that, you're going to head right over here, hit that to drain the water, and usually look right here again. That's where the part's going to be at. Grab that, and you're going to leave. So that way you don't get stuck down there with a zombie. So now that you've done that one, you need to go all the way to the back again to the poop deck and activate that one, which I'm going to fast forward to so I can show you exactly what you need to do. Okay, now that you made it back to the poop deck, you need to go up here, activate the artifact, or excuse me, the symbol, and it'll go down there, and now Pack-a-Punch is open. Once that's open, you need to head back down the stairs, and you're going to start looking for clocks and symbols. So you head down here. And I don't know why I jumped like that, because that's not where it's at. But anyway. So you're going to head up here, and you're going to look right back here for this symbol. And then you're going to remember the clock is 3:05, and you need to write that down. Okay, now that you've got that one, another location for this symbol is going to be right over here. But first what you're going to do is you're going to check the clock. So the clock is 9:05, so you come over here and you look, and there's your other symbol. And again, you write that down, regular triangle, 9:05. Okay, another location for these clocks and this symbol is going to be down this way. So you go through here, you're heading through the dining hall, and you're going to head back here to the back. And you're going to come right back here to this desk and check right there. If there's no symbol, then that clock is not the clock you need, so you just go ahead and run and leave that area. Now the next symbol is going to be right up here at the top of the grand staircase. If you see the clock and it says 11:40, there is no symbol. However, if it was, it would be sitting right up there. So you go through these doors, and you're going to head this way, and you're going to look to your right and look down at the desk. So that's changed. So now the time is 10:50, and you're going to put that down as upside down triangle with a line so you know which one it is. And after you mark that one, your last location is going to be back here, and it's going to be sitting right here underneath these stairs. Regular upside down triangle. You head right over here, and your time is 8:10. So again, you write that down, and you have your times. And now that you have your times, what you're going to do is you're going to run up here, and you have to input them into these, I don't know really what you call them, but they're up here at the bridge. So when you look at this, is the clock. So this way goes clockwise. And you're going to read it as such. Now the ones at the front at the bridge are minutes. Now I'm going to show you, of course, the ones at the back that you have to do, and those are hours. So minutes, you look down here, you look, okay, my regular was the regular triangle with the line through it. Well, my minute was 5, so you go this way. There you go. So now you look at this one. It is regular upside down triangle. You look at your notes. Oh, my time was 10, so you go this way. You now have 10. And you just keep doing that to all the clocks. That's 50. And then, of course, Boom, you're done. So now I'm going to fast forward and show you exactly what to do after I've killed off all these zombies. Okay, now that you're back to the poop deck, your next two are going to be up there. And you're going to look at the times that you have for minutes, so that'll help you figure out which ones they are. So you have a 5. So you look at your clock and you're like, okay, so this is also the ones with the lines through them. So you're going to look at your notes. And for mine, it was 3:05. So I just go 1, 2, 3. And for this one was 50 and it's 10:50. So I go 1, 2, and I'm done. So now I want to head down to the engine room, and down there I will do the last two, which are the regular triangle and triangle upside down without the lines through them. Those two at the top of the poop deck will always be the ones that had the line through them, and the ones down here will always be the ones without the line. So that way you don't have to worry about trying to figure out which one is which. So you go down here and you look and you see your time was 5, mine was 9, so 10, there's 9. So I go over here and I look, and this time was 10, so I look and that was 8. And you will have that notification voice telling you, hey, you did it right. Now while you're down here, again, this is in the tutorial, but you need to run over here and go ahead and craft what allows you to upgrade the Kraken ammo while you're down here. So that way you've got that out of the way, you don't have to worry about it. So now on your piece of paper, what you're going to be looking for is sockets or electrical sockets so that you know which element goes where. Socket's going to be like that, sitting right there on the wall. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm doing this for my shield because I'm going to need it for later. So this is one socket it could be at. Another socket it could be at is going to be right up here. It'll be sitting right back here. That's another socket. This is called the Aftex Barricade, by the way. So there's only 4 sockets that will be doing anything, and what they're going to be doing is extruding what element you have to kill there. So, again, after that noise, you're going to run around and you're going to look at all these sockets. So, as you can see, this one is acid or poisonous. So, I go to my paper and I put, okay, so my poisonous was in the first class lounge. Now, I've got a paper that I'll show you that I've put up on my computer. So, instead of having to use up a bunch of notebook paper, I can just do that. So another location is going to be right up here at the very top of the grand staircase, sitting right here. And you just go to it and look. You don't see anything, you move on. Now there are times where it does take it a while to render in. So just circle back around, and as you can see, it finally did. So that one is water. So again, I go back to my notes, and I just go down to the one I marked for water and put, oh, grand staircase. So now I'm going to run back down the steps. And I'm going to go over here to the left as I enter the dining hall. And I'm going to look right back here. And there is my electric. So again, I pause. I go to my sheet. And I put dining hall for electric. And there's only one final spot that the fire one could be. But we need to make sure it's there. Because again, sometimes it doesn't render in right away to where you can see it. So if it's not here, then we're going to have to go back and try to find it at one of the other locations. So let's go ahead and take a look. You're going to hop down here. Same room that you picked up the shield part in. Be sitting right back there. It's called the state room. So again, you pause and you put fire is in the state room. So now that I've done that, what I'm going to do is fast forward to when I start actually doing this step, and then we will go from there. Okay, now that you have progressed to round 9, which is the round normally the elementals show up, you need to look at your list again and figure out where they're at once again, and you need to kill an elemental over that or near that area and it will absorb his essence, so to speak, and then it will activate to where you can go into a mini boss fight if you want to. I actually say you wait. But anyway, so Acid has spawned, so here's Acid. And you can only do one per round. You cannot do any more than one. It's unfortunate that you can't get them all activated right away, but see, now that I've got my Acid or Poisonous right there, I kill him off. He goes down. It is now activated, and now I just go through the round. As you can see, it makes that symbol. Now the next one we have to do is, of course, Water, and that is at the Grand Staircase. So we just move on to that one. And as you can see, there's Water. So now you get past this round, and you just wait to fill the next one. Okay, as you can see, I've pack-a-punched my Richtofen weapon, I've pack-a-punched my Kraken, I've upgraded the ammo to the Poison or Acid, and I've also got full homunculuses and a special weapon, and I've done all of these. So now you have to do them in a certain order. You have to go Poison, Water, Electric, and then Fire. It has to be in that order. If you do it wrong, you will have to restart this whole process. So once you're in this little mini boss fight, go ahead and toss your first homunculus. Get all of them chasing after him. And you're going to wait for the Blight Father. Once you see him with the upgraded Kraken, you're going to start shooting at him. And hopefully you can get him. And if you can hit him just right, as you can see, it only takes a couple of shots. Throw your other homunculus. And then do the same thing for the second one. And the hard part of the mini boss fight is now over. So now all you have to do is survive. So we're going to go ahead and fast forward to the water boss fight. And I'll show you exactly how to take care of that fight as well. So after your mini boss fight, you go right up here. You hold square, pick up the artifact, and you head to your next boss fight. For me, in my game, at least, it was at the Grand Staircase for water. And you can do all of them in one round, which will save you a lot of time. So definitely heed my advice. Wait until you get everything set up and ready to go, like your Kraken, your other weapon of choice. Mine's the Richtofen gun, and homunculuses. And then just go ahead and start going through each and every one of them. So you double check your sheet. Yep, mine's Grand Staircase. We move on. So for this one, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, get the homunculus ready, and wait a couple of seconds. So as you're waiting, of course, the waters come in, and then there you go. And now what you want to do here is you definitely want to go ahead and do that so you can pick up the foot so you can get ready for the next upgrade of your Kraken weapon. And then after that, you just sit back and wait. You'll see the flash. So you go ahead and toss your second homunculus. And there's your Blight Father. And you go ahead and just take him out. And that's it. And then you again just sit here, go through the round, wait, and then you collect the artifact once it is done. Realistically, like I said, with this setup, once you get the Kraken pack-a-punched and upgraded ammo, these and the homunculuses for the first three are a cinch. So now what you're going to do is you're going to see why I said to make sure you have this as a elixir. So you're going to go ahead and pop your equipment elixir. And there you go. As you can see, I have full homunculuses. So now I just got to go back. And I got to go to the dining hall where my electric one was. So you go over here. My electric one was this one. So I head right over here. Go up to it. Hold square. And you want to go ahead and immediately toss the homunculus right here to this corner. And then come back over here. Now the Blightfather usually spawns in right away, or at least one of them does. That's why I say toss in that corner. Mine has always kind of been in that corner on one side or the other. So you get your other homunculus ready, give it a toss, and go ahead and kill that electric. And then let your homunculus do the work. And keep an eye out for electrics that are behind you or face you all of a sudden, because, like I said, your homunculus will eventually die off. And when it does, what they do, as you noticed a second ago, they make it hard for you to see. And when they do that, you could very easily walk right into a Blightfather that can kill you in about 2 or 3 strikes. And there's the second Blightfather. So what you do is you just run around in circles. Avoid the electrics as best you can. Take at least 3 good shots on the Blightfather. And you're good to go. And that'll leave you with 1 electric left. Kill him real quick, hop up, grab your maxi, and then wait on the artifact. Now that you've grabbed it, you have to head to your final one. And your final one is going to be the fire. Now this one can be tricky, even with homunculuses, because the stokers throw basically fire grenades at you. So I'm going to show you my strat for this one. So you head in here to the stateroom. Hold square. So I go ahead and get my homunculus ready. I come right up here and I give him a toss right there at the bottom of the staircase. And then I come up here. And then that way I can have control. And he does all the work down there. And when he disappears, you go ahead and toss your other one. And you're done. It's that quick. It took less than 60 seconds. So now you grab the artifact and you're done with that step. Now your next step is with this weapon on poisonous, which is why you didn't need to upgrade it again yet. You're going to come into this room. You're going to be shooting these pipes. The best way to get them on your first try is to aim with your L2 and then shoot with your R2. Now it's not guaranteed you'll hit it every time your first shot, but as you can see, I'm not really missing. So that's the best way to always get them in a hurry. As you can see, I was off a little bit there. Scoot just a tad, and I've got it. And then you shoot this pipe right here. And scoot back just enough. There we go. And once you do that, the water will begin to flow in. And after that, you will have to kill off the zombie. The reason you'll have to kill off the zombie is because what happened is a small glitch. And the glitch is what it's supposed to do is once the water hit, that was supposed to automatically turn into a pack-a-punch. However, the glitch now is that it won't do it. So you have to wait. So now that's why I say, get ready, because you're going to have to kill off the zombie and go to the next round. As you can see, it did not activate. So let's go ahead and kill him off. And now that he's gone, this will now become your Pack-a-Punch. So you go ahead, Pack-a-Punch the artifact. Collect it, and you move on. Now, the next thing you need to do is you need to get rid of the water. You have to get rid of this water because of the next few steps. So after you've done that to take care of the water, what you're going to do is you're going to head up here go ahead and get out your other weapon. You're going to come right here and you're going to kneel down and hit a symbol, which you can barely see, but it's there. And this is where now you can get the Kraken out. Now the problem with the Kraken, as great of a wonder weapon as it is, it does cause more of the zombies to just fall down than it does to actually kill them. So you do need to be aware of that. You could very easily get caught and killed by crawling zombies by accident. So you hit down here, hit that symbol, and while you're here, you've already got your foot. So you go ahead, change it out, and now you have the ice ammo for your Kraken. And the reason you need this is because it will slow the zombies down with like an ice whirlwind. So as you go through, I'll show you each of the locations for the planet symbols. It's going to be a long process because you have to find them, which they're not really that hard. And while I'm here, let me go ahead and upgrade my shield again. Or not upgrade it, excuse me. Get it back. So you head through here. Another symbol is going to be right here. Lifesaver, life preserver, whatever you're going to call it. There's going to be another symbol right there. And in total, it should be about 9 symbols. So you're going to head down here. You got another symbol right here, which is the moon. Head over here to the Millionaire Suites. Gonna come right here, bend down. There's the Millionaire Suites. Again, they're not really that hard to find once you know where they're at, so it's not too bad. Now there's one up here on the bridge, so you're going to come up here and you're going to turn right. It's going to be sitting right here at the bottom of this cabinet. And then you're going to go down here and again do stuff to try and help you save time. So get ready and you're going to spin this way. And what you're going to do is you're going to go back this way and you're going to head into this little room. And right behind this plant, which is very hard to see, is another symbol. So once you've hit that one, you head out. Now this is what I like to do because the water is now back in both ends of the ship. You've already drained one, you got to drain another. So you come up here, you hit that symbol. You come down here, and you're going to swim back here to the back. And then you're going to drain the water again. So now that you've hit the drain, you come this way. And just ignore the zombie hitting you because apparently for whatever reason, Treyarch's made it to where even though you have a shield, it doesn't really matter. So now that you've hit that one, what you're going to do is you're going to come up here, circle around, and you're going to hit the sun symbol, which is right there. So you hit that one. And if you've not missed a single symbol, the last symbol will not flash, it will just disappear. So then once you do that, what you're going to do is you're going to make sure you have at least one homunculus. As you can see I do, so you're going to head down below. And the best way to do this is you're going to see some discrepancies in my video. Let me pause and I'll explain. On solo, if you have something to record it, it's best to use that recording device and just go back and look at the recording. But since I'm making this video, I can't do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to pause, write it down, pause, and write it down. So I do apologize for that. It will be kind of funky, but at least I'll be able to show you everything. And actually what I'm going to do is instead of pausing it, writing it down, I'm just going to let it go through it. And then this will be part 1, and then I'll add part 2 to this video, so it'll be one synchronized video, so that way you can see what to do. But you go ahead and get your homunculus ready. You toss them as far back as you can. Give it a second for the zombie to catch it, and you're going to run right up here and hold square. And once you hold square, that activates these orbs. So now that you've activated them, you're going to let them go through their bit, and when it finally ends on the sun, you're done. You now have all the planets. So let me go ahead and fast forward to after when I get the planets written down in the order I'm supposed to have them. so I know exactly what order to show you what I need to do. Okay, now, so what you're going to do is you're going to run around the ship and you're going to be shooting planets. Before you get to that part, go ahead and get your Kraken out and get ready, because the zombies are going to start spawning in non-stop once this happens. So go ahead and, like I said, you're just going to have to be shooting the zombies. And now you're going to have to figure out where everything is at. Now, my very first planet was Neptune. So I have a chart where everything is located, and Neptune is located in the aft decks, which was that one. It's going to appear right here on this boat. So now I have to shoot the planet Neptune. Now, you cannot do that with the Kraken, but there it is. It's always going to be out there in the water somewhere. So you shoot that, get the zombies out of your way, and go ahead and get ready to come over here and collect the orb. So you're just going to run up, hold square, and you're good to go. And now that you've done that, you need to look up what your next planet is. And for me, my next planet was Saturn. So now I go to my list and be like, okay, well, where was Saturn? So Saturn is the one in that little cabinet at the bridge. So I'm going to have to head all the way back up to the bridge. And when I get there, that's when I will shoot Saturn. You do not want to shoot the planet before you are near where it is at. If you do, and you do not have stamina up like I don't, because I don't have enough points to get all the perks I want, then you're going to have a very hard run. So there's Jupiter, and Saturn can kind of get hidden a little bit on you, but that's okay. Don't worry about it. It doesn't take long to really find it. So you come over here, and the first thing you need, if you see Jupiter there, look this way for Saturn. It can usually be over there in the clouds, but it's actually going to be right there for me. So I've done that. Now I'm going to run over here and get ready. And as I said, keep the Kraken out, because as soon as that orb hits, you need to run in there, grab it, and start shooting. And the reason you just start shooting is because you need to get away from the zombies. So now you head back out. There's Saturn done. Now the next planet for me was the Moon. So now for the Moon, I need to head down this way, because it's at the bottom of the grand staircase just before you go down there for where the Pack-a-Punch is. So you head to the bottom of the staircase right here. You're going to head and look out this window, and you're going to shoot it. After you shoot it, switch back to your Kraken, reload if you need to, and the Moon's going to appear right down here in this window. So again, go ahead and get everything ready. Once it appears, hold square on it and run. Don't. And the reason you have the Kraken out is for that reason, because you may have to run really, really fast to get away from everything that's down there, and when you do, you need something to give you some breathing room. So now that the Moon's done, my next planet was Jupiter. Now Jupiter is going to be at the very back of the engine room, right in front of the perk. However, it's not going to be sitting down on the ground. You're actually going to have to jump and get this one. So I'll show you exactly what to do with that one. But anyway, so you switch back to your gun, you locate Jupiter, shoot it, and get ready to fight. So it's basically just over and over again, but I will go ahead and show you what you need to do, because each planet has different locations that you have to go to absorb to get their orb, and you are timed. If you can't get there within, I think it's 30 seconds or something like that, it might be 60 seconds, either 30 or 60 seconds, then you fail. As you can see, it's sitting right there in the air, and all the zombies crowd around it. So as soon as you get here, first thing you're going to do is fire with your Kraken, come up here, jump, and hold square. And you got it. And again, to get out of there, just start firing your weapon, and you're good to go. So now that Jupiter is done, my next planet I need to do, which I will take a look at my sheet in a second, because I need to get out of here. I don't like having to go down there for any of these steps, because it's so tight quarters. So I like to try and get out of here before I take a look at my next one. Okay, so my next planet after Jupiter was Uranus. Now Uranus is actually going to be the staterooms. So I'm going to have to go to the front of the ship before I try to shoot it. I want those extra points, thank you. Alright. Sorry about the detour, but I wanted some extra points. So anyway, so we're going to head to the front. Again, keeping your Kraken out, because I said you're going to need it. And when you get here, there's Uranus over there to the side. You need to try and find it before you go through here, because once you go through, sometimes you lose track of it and you can't find it because it gets behind clouds. So again, once you head through here, come up here, turn, look, shoot, and head down. And again, you need to really have the Kraken out, because as you can see, these zombies like to come through here. So you get up, hold square on the orb, collect it, and you move forward. So now that I've gotten Uranus, I need to see what my next planet is. And for me, my next planet is actually Venus. Now, Venus is going to end up being in the Millionaire Suite. So it's actually going to be down there. However, in order to get there, what I have to do is I have to shoot Venus over here, and I'm going to look and try to find it, and Venus is going to end up being that one right there. By the way, Venus and Mercury, or excuse me, Mars, are both red. So you need to, if they're too far apart, you need to look and see which one is the closest one to the Sun. So the closest one to the Sun will be Venus. So we head down here, and as you can hear, it's clicking away. And you're around the corner, you see a horde of zombies. Hold square and collect that orb, and you move on to the next location. Or not location, but to the next planet. I mean, you can't move on. You can move on to the next location, but you got to figure out where it's at first. So I've shot Venus. And thanks to that, I got a breather. So my next one is going to be Mercury. And Mercury is going to be down in the mailroom. Now, Mercury is going to be that little purplish planet, the tiny one, that's hovering near the Sun as well. So you look back at the Sun, and you can see it sitting right there. It's so tiny, but it does take a little while to hit it. So it's going to be in the mailroom. So once you shoot it, you head down to the mailroom, and you get ready to attack the zombies while you're going down. Because until that orb spawns in, again, the zombies will go for you. And now that the orb has been collected, you need to leave, if you can. So you head up here. And now that you've collected that one, you need to figure out what your next planet is. For me, my next planet was Mars. And Mars is back at the engine room. I know that. So I'm just going to head all the way to the back where the engine room is. And get ready to shoot the planet and kill zombies as I try to get to Mars. I do want to say now, I do apologize for this video and tutorial being very, very long, but I want to be as in-depth as I can about this and the strategy I use going into the boss fight solo. So you get back here to the deck, you locate Mars, which will only be the last red planet up there. So you go ahead, shoot it, curve around, get away from the Stoker, the zombies, and try to get down below. And on your way down, reload. It's important because you don't want to get there and not have enough ammo to start shooting. So you're going to take a left, and you're going to go up these stairs, and then you're going to take a right, and the orb will be sitting there. Now, as again, get ready because the zombies are crowded around it, and sometimes, like for me, there could be a Stoker sitting there. Or, in worst cases, a Blightfather. And also be ready because, whoop, as I said, a Blightfather. So you run through. And you get out of here. So now that I've shot Mars, the last planet I have to shoot is the Sun. And the Sun's going to be at spawn. Now, very, very big word of caution before you do this planet. Once you do this planet, you will immediately despawn all the zombies and be thrown into a race. And that race is to get you to the, let's call it, the boss fight. Now with me, I am not ready yet. So what I'm doing is I need to go back, I need to figure out where Pack-a-Punch is, and I need to get my weapon Pack-a-Punched all the way up to Cryo Freeze. Sorry, it took a minute, I couldn't remember what it was. So we're going to get Pack-a-Punch to Cryo Freeze, and then we're going to be ready for the boss fight. But actually the Cryo Freeze is not really for the boss. What that Cryo Freeze is for the ice barricades. Because the Cryo Freeze really, really helps with those. I mean, I could try to do it without it, but the ammo really wouldn't be strong enough to complete the task. So we go down here. It's going to be down here in the cargo hold. I'm going to toss one homunculus back that way. I don't know why I was running towards the teleporter. And you just get ready because you might have to use this. Now if you get Cryo Freeze right off the bat like I did, you're good to go. So you go ahead and grab that. You get up here and you get ready to shoot the sun. Now unfortunately you have to come back this way to shoot the sun, because you can't aim all the way like you need to. So you shoot the sun, you come this way, and you get ready to start your run. Go ahead and get your... Well, excuse me, you have to have this weapon out because I don't think the Kraken will let you grab it. So once you grab it, all the zombies despawn. Toss your homunculus over there and begin shooting the ice. And as you can see, it just chips right through it and you're good to go. Reload. Get the Kraken out. Get out your special weapon. Now you will most likely lose your shield doing it this way. Alright, there you go. So you go ahead and get your Kraken out. Pop your little elixir. And there you go. You move on to your next one. Now the good thing is this one right here will give you a max ammo. So you don't have to worry about it. Come over here, stand over it, get your little homunculus guy ready, toss him right there, shoot because some of the zombies will still be coming after you, and go ahead and head down here. And aim this way so you can see the zombies. Toss your other homunculus. You come down here, get your shield, and you ignore the Blight Father as best you can because your homunculus should still be going, and then you use your special weapon on the last two. Run over to this one and begin hitting it. And that should be it. And if you do it right, your screen flashes white, you're good to go, and there's your portal into the boss fight, and that's it. So now what you need to do is you need to go ahead, run around, get all of your perks together, get everything you need that you want personally for the boss fight. Doesn't matter if it's a weapon, it doesn't matter what it is. If you want it for the boss fight, you need to go get it. So again, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I have to leave for vacation, so I can't do a boss fight for you, but I will kind of give you a hint by showing you. Once you get to the eye in this area, he will do a charge shot, and he'll fly around this area, and you have to shoot him. This is you start here, and it's just survival. That's all you do. But once you get to the steps where you have to shoot the eye, he will appear, and you will see him teleport back and forth, and then he'll pick a spot, say right there, and start shooting. And when he does, that's when you shoot, stop, and you run. And then he'll teleport, stop. And let's say he does the same spot again. You shoot, stop, and run. That's all you do. You just take pop shots. You time it for about 5 to 10 seconds, depending on how far away the zombies are. And you just take pop shots at him. That's all you do. And then when it's time for him to do the charge, make sure you have your homunculuses fully charged. Don't start tossing them until that boss fight, if you can avoid it. However, there's a time where you need them for each eye part, but you do have max ammos that you can get, so that's fine. But once you get here, do not toss it until you see him start charging. And your character will make a comment like, oh, he's doing something weird or something like that, and you know he's about to charge, and he'll make a noise. So then you toss the homunculuses, and then you start shooting non-stop with your quadruple pack-a-punched weapon, and then it will end it, and you have to do that 2 more times. Now, the reason I made the comment, make sure you have at least a max ammo and equipment, because one of them should stay charged for you. And when it stays charged for you, after the second time, go ahead and pop the max ammo, because you're going to need it for this weapon. Because you don't have any more max ammos in this section of the boss fight. So once you pop it, you'll have maximum ammo in all your weapons. You'll have your homunculuses back, and then you just keep shooting, and by the time you get to the last step, you'll have plenty of ammo to kill the boss. So anyway, guys, hopefully that helped you figure out how to do this solo and allowed you to be able to complete this without any trouble. And I hope you guys have a great time. I will be back after vacation. I'll be making videos on the new map, Dead of the Night. And I will also be doing videos for 9 and Blood of the Dead. I'm way behind, I know, and I do apologize again for it. I'm not trying to make excuses or make you feel sorry for me, but thanks to Hurricane Florence, when it destroyed my roof, I kind of got displaced for 2 to 3 weeks, so I couldn't make videos. So I'm way behind on my video schedule. So hopefully you guys will bear with me, but I will be bringing out all those and how to get to the boss fight and every little Easter egg in those maps. So again, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please feel free to smash that like button. And if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe. And when you subscribe, please don't forget that little bell, that way you're notified of all my future videos and live streams. And I will see you guys next time. Until then, it's been your favorite penguin, the Penguinator, signing off. Happy gaming, and later.